Hey artists, today we're going to be making some penguins with a swirling whirling background, either with warm or cool colors. Follow along with me and I'll show you all the steps to make your own winter penguin. Alright, to get started we're going to choose either warm colors or cool colors. And I know we've talked about this before, but I'm going to be looking at those cool colors, those warm colors, and thinking about using my crayons and my markers and how I can use these cool colors in the background or these warm colors in the background to get a neat look. So, cool colors, warm colors. If you're doing a warm color background, we're going to be making spiral shapes, and a spiral shape is a line that goes around in a circle like this. And so this is going to be the background for your cute little penguin. And you're gonna put these little spirals all over your page, and you can do them thin like that, or you can push your marker down to make a thicker spiral. Because depending on how you hold your marker, you can get a real skinny line or you can get a real wide line. So we're just going to be filling up this paper with our different spirals. I can grab the red and do some red spirals. The skinny ones, I can stack them on top of each other. And I'm just getting the paper with all these cool spirals all over. Just filling up the paper. I could add some yellow ones. And now I'm just getting a paper that is really covered in those different spirals of warm colors. My red, orange, and yellow. And if you want, you can use your crayons too. That'll just add, I don't have a pink marker, but I have this amazing pink crayon. And now this swirly background is starting to look really, really cool. And now I have a finished swirly background. I could use some more crayon on it if I like. Oh yeah, that looks nice. And then I'm going to set this to the side, and then I'm going to draw my amazing little penguin. So I'm filling in some of the blank spaces on the sides. Now, something else I did say is that you have the option of doing a cool color background. And so if you're going to do a cool color background, you would take your paper and you would do the same thing, but with your cool colors, adding those swirls in and covering your paper. And then you have all of those cool color swirls if you chose to do cool colors. So cool colors or warm colors, it doesn't matter, you get to choose, but that's going to be your background. And you're going to take that picture and move it out of your way and get out a different piece of paper so we can draw the penguin. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the top half of your paper. And right there, you're going to draw a little round circle, and that's going to be the top of his hat. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw two lines that come down like this, and that's going to be that kind of edge of his hat right there. And the next thing we're going to do is draw a little rectangle shape. So I draw kind of a straight line that goes past on both sides, and then it comes down, down, and over like that. And look, we have a very cute hat. We're going to add some stripes to that. Looking good. Now we're going to add two bigger circles right here. And then we're going to add a little circle inside for that shine in the eye. And then we're going to color that all the way in with our black marker. Alright, color, 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 adding that in. And then we're going to add our next step, which is going to be that triangle shaped beak, which will be a straight line. and then down into a triangle, just like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a line that goes like this, kind of across, and this is going to be his little sweater. So it again comes down and then curves back, and we're going to put those little lines here to be his cozy winter sweater. Then we've got to make his little face, and so we're going to make a nice curve line coming out and a curve line coming out for his little face. Put like a little triangle shape right here. Okay. And I'm just going to make this a little bit thicker. We can kind of color that in so it's a nice thick line. Perfect. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw his little scarf, which is going to look like a little rectangle that comes down, across, putting those little stripes across. And then don't forget the little parts that come out here, little lines that show the threads on his sweater. And then we've got to make him a nice body, which is going to come out again in like a circle shape all the way around. And then I'm going to make those sides thicker again too. So just adding like a little extra line to each side. It kind of gives it a shadow and adds that black to him. And then we're going to give him a little wing that's waving. So we're going to go up and back down. And then we're going to do a smaller one over here going down like this. And then you're going to take a moment to color those wings right in with your marker. Now that I have his wings all colored in with black, I'm going to add some feet. Now, if you don't have room for feet, you can just try to really squeeze them in down here at the bottom, but it's going to be like a triangle shape that goes out, and then we're going to go 1, 2 bumps and come out like that, and there's that first little foot. And we're going to do it again on this side. It goes out, bump, bump, and over. All right, and now you have your amazing little penguin, and he's not going to look exactly like mine, and that's what's cool, is he's going to be unique. So the next thing we're going to do is add some color. All right, so we're going to use either colored pencils or crayons to color him in, and to make his white kind of pop, we're going to take our blue-green crayon, which gives you kind of that lighter blue, and we're going to just add a little bit on the edge here, and we're coloring so light, just barely around this edge. And what that does is it just kind of makes his little face pop out. I'm going to do that on his belly again. So I'm putting this blue-green on so light with my crayon. And then you can start thinking about how you want to color in your penguin's hat and scarf. You can do cool colors. You can do warm colors. You could do a pattern of really any colors you want. So you can see I pushed a little harder here, and then I got lighter. And adding this little bit of blue-green really makes him look cute. Now I've got to decide, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to do like a pattern with my purple crayon. Now you don't want to use markers, because the markers, when they touch the black marker, will smear. And we don't want it to smear. So I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, I like that. That's my red violet next to my regular violet. And I'm making a little pattern on his hat. You can color him in any way you like. We're just going to make sure that we color in the hat, the scarf, and the feet. Once he's all colored in, it's time to go ahead and cut him out with your scissors. Very carefully. I'm going to cut all the way around this guy. And you're just going to be careful to cut around all the little spots of this little penguin. And make sure you don't leave any spots. And then we're going to be gluing him onto that wonderful background you made. Once he's all cut out, I want to go ahead and get my glue stick or my liquid glue, whatever I have. And then if you did a warm background or a cool background, you're going to decide what do you want to put him on. So I could do him on this cool background, or I could do, because I went ahead and had made both, just depending on which one I want. I think I'm going to put him on actually the cool background I like. So it's up to you. Grab the background that you made. We're going to go on the back here, and we're going to add glue all around the edge. Not going crazy with the glue, just putting a little bit around the edge to make sure it all sticks down. Get those little feet. And then I put a little squiggly through the middle to make sure the middle sticks down. And then I'm going to take my beautiful penguin and put him in the middle of that swirly whirly background. And ta-da! We are all finished with our winter penguin. I cannot wait to see what you create.